Hi friends, welcome back to Reimagining Our Faith. Last time we started talking about 4 characteristics of people filled with the Holy Spirit as described in Ephesians chapter 5, verses 18 through 20. The first one we talked about last time was speaking songs from the Spirit. Today, listen to the second characteristic described in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 19. Sing. That's it. The first word of the second sentence in this verse is simply sing. So once again, today we are invited to think about the prominent role of music in the life of faith. The first characteristic was speaking songs of the Spirit. Now, the second characteristic is a call for us to sing. It reminds me, music is such a powerful way of connecting us with the Holy Spirit. In public worship and in our own personal, private devotional times, music can touch our hearts in an intuitive, emotional, and even spiritual level. Music incorporates much more than just our rational minds. There is a deep connection with music to our soul, to our spirit. And this is critical according to the Bible. Well, what if I'm not musical? Maybe you're thinking, right? Well, performing music and being moved by music are two very different things. The book of Revelation reminds us that music plays a central role in what happens in heaven. And we know it does in what happens in worship as well. Our hearts and our souls connect to music even if we don't feel talented enough to sing or to play an instrument. You know, I remember when I was a child, I would go spend time with my grandparents, and when I was with them, we would go to church with them on Sunday. And when I went to church with my grandparents as a child, they always sat on the very last row of the sanctuary. And I remember that when it was time to sing, my grandfather, who was a very tall man, simply stood there and never opened his mouth during the hymns. He never sang a single word. I remember one time I asked him about that, and he said he was singing along in his heart. In Ephesians, the Bible describes our connection with the Holy Spirit through music. So even if we're not musical, even if we don't like to sing, it's important to realize the connection of the Holy Spirit in our lives in and through music. So today, take some time to listen to a hymn. Play a contemporary Christian song that speaks to you. Listen to whatever kind of music touches your heart. And remember today that God uses music to fill our lives with the Holy Spirit. And as we are filled with the Holy Spirit, God helps us reimagine our faith.